Well, I know the kitchen's a little messy, but I thought I'd show you a recent improvement I did to the kitchen. Watch this. Yeah, blinded the camera there for a second, but here's the thing. I was goofing around. I had this crazy idea that I wanted to put some lights to kind of shine on directly on the countertops. This is mainly because I get up at 5 a.m. and I'm fixing my breakfast before my eyes are awake, my body is awake, and before it's light outside. And I've got a nice, kitchen light here, but that's just too bright to light up the whole kitchen. And I've got these Christmas lights here as kind of a night light, but they're not bright enough to fix food by. So I found these little hockey puck lights at Lowe's. They're LED. They run off 15 volts, so they're low voltage, and they're safe. Don't have to worry about water and electricity or anything like that. And I put them, to light up the counter here, which again is messy because for what I'm going to show you. And I get a little creative over here with these two because the wires they come with, or actually the other one too, are just plain not long enough. So I had some scrap 24 gauge 2 speaker wire, which you can see is essentially the same wire they came with, and the autofocus can't decide what to focus on. So I just joined the wire off this light and the wire coming off this light with this speaker wire, and just soldered it all together here, and then just soldered one to barrel plugs where it connects into the thing where they all come together, and it's been working fine. And the thing is, each set of 3 hockey pucks draws 9 watts of power. That's a lot of light for 9 watts of power if you ask me. But wait, there's more. This weekend I went by Lowe's and I picked up 3 more. Up here was a fluorescent light. However, it didn't work very well. You sometimes had to hit it to get it to come on, and after I took it down, I found there was some dodgy wiring up there. So I put in these 3 these lights here, and they can also be mounted recessed. Now I didn't do it with these lights because I didn't want a bulge inside the cabinet and the wire coming up. But what I did is I took out that fluorescent light, and now I am going to need the main light. I pulled that wire up and installed an outlet. And then I've got the 2 units that distribute the power. Now they've got a switch on them, but I couldn't figure out a really good way to run the switch when I had the first 3 installed. So I just let it hang out of the cabinet here. However, I realized that because I needed to replace the over the sink light anyway, I just replaced it with an outlet, so now all the under cabinet lights are on that switch I showed you earlier. So I thought this was kind of a stroke of genius here. So I just leave both those switches on all the time, and it seems to be working. So there's actually 2 outlets in this cabinet. There's this one that I put in, and then there's this outlet that was here when I got the place. And my theory on why this outlet is here, let me take down my grandfather here, is this nail and this hole. So I'm guessing right here was meant to be an electric clock. And I would like to find a nice looking, good working electric clock to put right there. I just think that'd be really cool. But right now, yeah, it's one of those. I'll have to wait till the video's over to put the picture of my grandfather back up. But that's what that's for. But here I was just able to use, these are plenty long for this right here, and was able to plug it in. Of course, with the other one, I got 2 running off 1 wire, which again, this wire is plenty thick to be able to do that, and then here's the wire that goes to the light over there, which I did have to splice as well, but it's, again, it's working. It's safe, it's working, and it gets me light, and and the thing is, all these lights draw 18 watts of power. Just the old fluorescent drew 20 watts by itself. So this was a crazy idea I had for a home improvement that I think is going to come out to be an epic win.